Hey, just one last build update for the league probably. I don't know if I will play for much longer, but I am very happy with what I did this league and yeah, found a nice build to play and just one last update. So level wise, didn't really change all that much. Still level 97. Been doing some bosses and I like to eval maps again. So yeah, I just die a lot, which kind of sucks, but oh well, I really want to reach, maybe 98 or 99 sometime in the future, just so I get a few more skill points and I have a little bit more flexibility in regards to what I do. And some gear upgrades. Let's see, inventory, there we go. So, not too much have changed. One of the most important thing that I just kind of forgot to mention is I finally got a helmet enchant. I was helping some people to run labs, and I happen to have gotten this purity of fire have 20% reduced reservation from the Uber lab, which is very nice. But my purity of fire was reserved on life before because of Prism Guardian, so I recolored my Prism Guardian and then put purity of fire on my ring so that I get a little bit more mana to work with. Uh, I think that allowed me to free up. That allowed me to not use a jewel. What's that jewel called? The one that give you 2% reduced mana reservation. Can't think of the name right now. Oh, right here. Yeah. So I had a 1% RMR conquer efficiency, but because of this helm enchant, I don't need that anymore. So I uh, so I put in this jewel, the one that gives taunt on hit and blind on hit, along with some life and some energy shield. And I must say, after I put in this jewel, it does feel a lot more defensive, and I feel like I am dying a lot less once I have this jewel on, just because the blind on hit and taunt on hit is just very powerful. And with how many times the minions are hitting, if I'm on a boss, they're probably permanently taunted and blinded by my minions. So I can just run around in circles and don't care about them. So because I don't need that conquer efficiency anymore, that's why I can put in that abyss rule. And again, I crafted aspect of the spider. And again, that is another defensive and offensive option, a lot more defensive. So once those two key pieces are in, it just felt like I died a lot less. Still dying a lot, but a lot less than what I was used to. So I stopped running vitality. I think my vitality was a very low level because I can't really afford to run it, and nor clarity. I would like to run clarity just so I don't have as much mana issues, but hey, I can't really complain about what I am currently doing right now. So I put in second wind and another dash together so that let me do a quick trade real quick. So that I can travel further, and it is very smooth when you're mapping. So as an example, I can probably travel from this side of my hideout all the way to the other side under a second probably. Come on, dude. Next time when I record a video, I should do a D&D, but not really too concerned about it. I can just hold right click, zoom. Oh, I made a wall here. That's sad.
Hello,
So it
exile.
travels so much further, and it just feels really nice to map with. The only thing that's kind of limiting my movement is the mana reservation or the mana regeneration, which is kind of low right now. But if I get a few more clusters with a little bit of mana reservation or mana regeneration, I think that should solve it. Uh, so I think that's all of my upgrades. Oh, I should also mention that there are some better choices for boots right here that I should probably switch to, but it's kind of I had to enchant it just so I get that movement speed. And if I get if I really want to do some crafting, I would like a Shaper Elder helm with um with +3 crit, +3 base crit on the helm, so that whenever I sock it in there, will do a lot more damage. Oh, and the biggest upgrade that I made this league, or biggest purchase I made this league, I bought a 3 notable or 3 passive skill voices. And I used to have a 5 passive voices right here. It's around 4 exalts. But a 3 passive voices costs, how much does it cost? Costs 105, 110 exalts. Kind of expensive, but it allows me to save 2 passive points, 1 passive point here and another passive point here, and I put those passive points in aura effect, 6% aura effect, and then 1 small node for the energy shield. That gives me about 200, 250 more energy shield, and all of my elemental resistances went up by 1. So that is, I think, a very worthwhile upgrade just for my build. And I can even fit in another 3 passive voices, and I do have the currency to buy it, but it's don't really feel like spending more money. So oh, I was just wondering why this thing haven't sold yet, because +1 support gems. This is a very good minion minion mace, I think, because if you do a crafted minion mace, you get +1 and then +2 solid support. I think in the end you get a bunch of levels on your empower, and also a bunch of levels on your minions. No quick trade. And I see a lot of streamers not streamers, YouTubers, streamers run some gambles, so I just dropped a Val Reliquary key, open it, see how it goes. Give me something good. It's around 30C, so it's not that much of a gamble. But it's probably like 1C. Oh, Judgment Staff. I can now cosplay as Uber Aziri. Nice. Let's see how much this is worth. Come on, let me press check. 3 chaos. I lost 90% of what I did. Plans, right now, oh yeah, my currency strategy right now, or what I'm doing, I have a bunch of atoll maps. It just favorited, and I just run a bunch of random maps, and I'm just focusing on Hawk Hamlet right now with all the harvest stuff. So you put in a atoll map, you put on harvest for 12 chaos. Oh, I just noticed that I should be putting some sextants on these things. Nice, unidentified. That's very good for me. So yeah, just run the harvest, sell the harvest craft on TFT. I'm pretty sure I'm making money. 12 chaos investment might seem like a lot if you're just starting out, but over time, I think that I am making currency slowly but surely. These watchstones, they have harvest crops in areas have an extra chance to grow higher tier plants. These things cost around 10 chaos, around 2 exalts each. I think it's very worthwhile. There are a few other things that says harvest can grow like 1 tier higher or something. Price wise, they are a lot cheaper. So like this one is around 2 exalts, right? And the other harvest ones, even the high rolled ones, are 50, 60, 70 chaos. So based on the price, I think this one is gonna be the best one. And something else I'm doing is that I am doing Xana missions in areas have 2 additional map options, because another of my favorite maps is Valdo's Rest, or not Valdo's Rest, Canyon. And how much does this cost? 1.5 exalts, or 1 exalt, 1.5 exalts. So I just put 4 in here, and Xana offers so many map options. I think I got offered 2 Doriani's Mac, I can't pronounce that, in a row, and I and I kind of sold the spots, so I more like made, you know, 150 chaos just, in each of those map runs, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so I am not. I don't think I am sustaining my atoll maps. So in the future, I will probably have to buy some. Like I still have a lot left. So I'll see how it goes, and if it is really a big problem, then I will buy some. But hopefully I won't have to, because buying my maps really sucks. For my Uncharted Realm passive points, I'm doing Xana, and then Saxon modifiers have 1 additional use. I really should respec into increase effect of Watchstone modifiers, and then I should do Secret of the Stones, neural pathways, and Remnants of the Past. So I should get rid of the 1, 2, 3 big ones and do 1, 2, 3 here, just so I think it's more map drops and just overall better, because Texans are just so cheap, right? I am kind of penny pitching here by picking this Texan modifiers have 1 additional use, and then Xana I ended up not farming Valdo's Rest as much as I would liked, so I didn't really need these 2, but I still want to spawn Sirius once in a while, just because I'll get better at the fight. And I have a Sirius ready right now, and I think I am just gonna showcase a fight, and then I'll just commentate it in case you guys are not very good with it. But I think I'm pretty good at fighting Sirius, but I'll probably die, so
When I'm ready to see you.
watch me die. I think I have done 4, no, not 4, 3 in a row that I haven't died yet. But as soon as I say that, I'll die on this one right here. Oh well. Watch me die. Again, put my bone armor on left click. Something I noticed in serious fights, my zombies or my specters die a little bit more often than I expected. So, kind of weird, but I don't really mind it. Any other big gear upgrades? If I want to invest, a little bit of currency and get quite a lot of effect, I should get 20. I should get 20 gems, or I should get like 20 quality gems on everything, so that they get a little bit more area of effect, and just makes a whole build feel better. Right, I might have to concentrate a little bit on this. So start a fight, stand underneath a Sirius. He'll come down, curse him. Sometimes I get killed by the die beam on phase 1, just like that, because I get frozen and I don't have freeze immunity. So except for on my flax right here. But yeah, if I get hit by a die beam and I get frozen, that's when I die. Doesn't matter, which tier of die beam it is, I will die regardless, just because freeze really sucks.
I am not so foolish.
Alright, where is he? Right here.
Die.
There we go. Phase 2 finished. I used to be kind of scared of serious fights, but this build have enough damage so that it matters. So the fight is just really trivial. Again, just wait for him to move a little bit, stand underneath him, and
I
DPS
need
him
the
down.
mana.
Oh, that's a close one. Yeah, I think this phase is finished. Yeah. So that's the third phase. Last one. So it might be counterintuitive, but this is kind of like Dark Souls, where the closer you stand to the boss, the safer it is. So it's kind of weird when I first learned that, but it is true. The closer you stand to a boss, the safer it is.
Alive.
Alright, DPS him down, and then call him.
When I'm ready and not before.
Do. Oh yeah, he's dead right here. There we go. Of course, nothing good, but there is a serious fight. I can do a deathless. Pretty proud of myself. You can probably hear that in my voice. That's as much emotion as I ever will be. And yeah, just like I said, probably the last update. I might try another build. Like I haven't tried, a southern build already. Like I have this Color Kaiser. I want to do a cast on crit or double cast on crit build, but didn't really work out. And I was leveling with Hollow Palm. I had a 6 off color. Can't remember what's the armor name is, but it's paint to color it. Same thing with this axe. I think this is 4 or 3 off color. Can't remember, but it just a paint to color these. I want to play a cat on crit build. I pretty sure I leveled it all the way to maps, but the point where you are around level 65 and level I will say 80 is a point where I don't really enjoy the game. So I'll either have to find a way to skip that part or just run some XPs. So it feels a little bit better. Oh, another interesting item I have is I got a 6 link plus 4 shafts, but since it's projectile and aura gems, it's the only thing that kind of benefits for both of those modifiers are mines. So basically, only icicle mines or pyroclast mines will get affected by those two modifiers. So if I want to make a miner, woo, I'm gonna be so good at it. But oh yeah, see, I even got this ring because I saw there was a pyroclast miner that uses this ring. So the Nova skills cast at target location. So they kind of are heat-seeking missiles, hopefully. I also have these two Death Oath that got very, very high rolls. So 50 all attributes, full attack speed, 1 off perfect life. This one perfect life, 1 off attack speed, and perfect attributes. And these socket colors are the ones you want: 2 green, 2 blue, and 2 blue, 2 green, and 2 reds. But I do level another character. And I do have like all the passive building and everything all planned out. Just didn't feel like it. But right now I'm just running some maps. I started doing some heist just because it's so interesting. And yeah, some heist stuff. I'll probably run a few more blueprints like these ones. I had to reveal them, which are kind of expensive, but should be fine. And if I get ready for it, I'll just run more respect my Atlas passive points and then run more or respect my Atlas passive points. Maybe fight some Maven. I've lost all Maven's roots here. Just have some fun. Maybe even get my 5-slot portal. Alright. Last update of the league. Probably, unless something exciting happens, which probably won't. And right now I'm just looking for a job, so who knows, might not play next league. See how it goes. Laters.